Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Unit Lost. I am Stylosa, and let's myth bust the immortality field that Baptiste has. Just how does this work? What abilities can, well, shut it down? And yeah, can it be countered? Well, let's find out. Alright, so first things first, can D.Va eat the drone as you throw it? The answer is no. D.Va cannot eat the immortality field. But as you can see, it's not actually got that much health. She can kill it quite fast when she's firing at point blank range into it. So the option here, or the counterplay for most heroes, is to just try and destroy the drone, not actually disable it or take it out before it comes in. So just to show you guys again, if you watch here, I'm going to throw the drone and yeah, it just goes straight through defense matrix, bounce off the wall. D.Va cannot eat the drone. All right, what about D.Va Bomb? So when I've got the immortality field deployed, D.Va Bombs inside the field, it knocks me outside the field. Now what's funky here, and it also destroys the field, it knocks me outside the field, that takes me down to low HP, so I can be killed. You can also be Orisa pulled out of the field. Orisa kind of failed a little bit there, but you can pull people outside of the field. So what about Roadhog? Can he hook the drone? Well, the answer is no. Nice try, Roadhog, but he can't hook it. Can kill it really fast with his alternate fire, though, if he's at the right range. Can Genji deflect it? No, he cannot deflect it. Unlucky Genji. Next up, we've got Sombra. So this is huge. Watch this. Sombra can hack the drone. That's massive, because that means there is potential to outplay there, and she can hack from the outside as well, which is really, really cool. Like, the field does not block the hack, and EMP also shuts it down as well. So Sombra, I think, is going to be really strong if Baptiste sees a lot of playtime, which he might do because he's a pretty good AoE healer. So what about if you get charged back into a wall, into the immortality field? Well, you don't die. So there you go. So any damage that would kill you in the immortality field will not kill you. It will just reduce you to the little blue HP bar you can see at the bottom, which is a percentage of your HP. So what about Ana? Well, Ana can nade you and do whatever, but she can't negate the effect of the immortality field. So yeah, she basically just takes you down to low HP, and yeah, you remain immortal. You cannot teleport the drone either, so you can't throw it through asymmetric teleport like you can with a D.Va Bomb. So Riptire, actually think it's going to be a pretty good counter against Riptire. Yeah, Riptire goes off and destroys the drone, but doesn't obviously kill you because, well, you've got immortality field. So here's some funky stuff. What about Torbjorn's turret? Well, Torb's turret does actually fire at the drone, which is funky. If there are no other targets available, of course, which there's probably going to be other targets. Exactly the same for Bob as well. You can see Bob, I'm hiding around the corner. Bob will shoot the drone if nothing else is available. I still believe that these Bob and the turret will prioritize players over the drone. So what about the height? Well, look at my HP bar. I'm in the field now. You can see I've got the effect. I'm out the field. I'm in the field. I'm out the field. The moment you leave the immortality field, it's gone. The effect is completely gone, and you can die. This is just to show you guys the range of deployment for the amplification matrix. Pretty far, which is funky. Now, Reinhardt can melee destroy the drone. It takes him 4 hits. He has to aim up at it, though. He can't just swing around horizontally and hit it. So if you get hit with a pulse bomb outside and you walk into the immortality zone, just exactly the same as with Reinhardt's charge, you won't die. So what about if you get grabbed? Right, this is funky. So I'm grabbed. Zarya is spamming right clicks into me, but she's not actually damaging the drone. She would have to fire at the drone to do damage to it. Spamming right clicks into the grab is not going to be enough to damage the drone. You also cannot stand on top of the drone. So if you use your super jump ability or your charge jump, you can't stand on top of the drone. The same goes for every other hero as well. You can't grab the drone, as we're about to see in a second. So Hammond, yeah, he can damage the drone through his pile driver, but he can't actually grapple off it, which is unlucky. Yeah. Also, he can damage it with his minefield. Watch this. The mines do actually go high enough to hit an impact with the drone, although you can see only one of them actually hit the drone. Now, this is a huge one. Hanzo's dragon does not damage the drone. Now, this has to be for balance reasons, because Hanzo could just wipe the drone out as it goes through, and you would still take damage off the dragon. That would kill you, so that's huge. This is Doomfist. Doomfist does damage it. Look at that. Doomfist does quite a bit of damage to it as well. So if Doomfist drops the old meteor strike into everybody who's grouped together in a grab immortality field, it's going to damage the drone and possibly take the field out. Also, Soldier 76 will now lock onto the drone with his tac visor. He also locks onto Riptire as well. McCree does not dead-eye the drone, though. As you can see, dead-eyed me inside the field, but, well, I'm not going to die. Maze Blizzard does affect it, though, which is funky. You see, it doesn't really do that much damage, but it is doing damage to it. So, yeah, there is potential there to throw that down. Reaper's actually really good. So Reaper just comes through and kills everything. I mean, that's to be expected. Torbjorn, well, he can't hit it with his crazy Torbjorn splurge. It just doesn't have the height to actually invade. I'm sure there's a Torb joke there. He doesn't have the height. Yeah. Unlucky Torb. What about Tracer? Can she pulse bomb it? Yes, she can. Although she probably shouldn't stand underneath her own pulse bomb when it goes off. So what about Tracer pulse bombing you by the drone? This is funky because, oh, that destroys the drone. Funky. So, yeah. Also, yeah, I kind of died as I jumped with the boost and flew up in the air. Unlucky. Pharah. Now, Pharah does destroy the drone, although she takes quite a bit of time to do it. Not the most effective in terms of ultimates burning it down. Symmetra's turrets lock onto it. Now, again, this will only happen if there is just a drone available. Any other targets will get prioritized. She's very interesting, Moira. So her damage orb doesn't actually affect it. Her damage attack does, and her coalescence does affect it, but the orb doesn't. So what about Winston? Can he knock the drone? No, he can't actually knock the drone, but Winston can knock you out of the drone. And actually, Winston can now interrupt Mercy Valkyrie Resurrects, which is really huge. So yeah, Winston's pretty decent. Hog. Now, Hog has to make a decision. He can't actually hit you and the drone at the same time. He sort of has to fire both or kind of wiggle, but he can damage the drone. Genji can obviously Dragon Blade the drone, as we can see, which, well, that was to be expected. But what about the Widow Mine? Well, it doesn't actually affect it, which is a bit strange. I think that kind of what. You can't Discord Orb the drone either, so unlucky Zen. But nice try, though, Zen. Nice try. Yeah, I mean, there's only really one thing for it. That's in the drink. Goodbye, cruel world. What about Earth Shatter? No, Earth Shatter does not disable the drone. Earth Shatter doesn't even touch the drone. Although being charged out of your immortality field and getting teabagged by Reinhardt will in fact kill you dead, ladies and gentlemen. So there you go, guys. I've been Starloser and this is Unit Lost. This has been myth busting the immortality field. As you can see, it's a very powerful ability, but there are ways to play around this. Let me know what you think about this, guys, in the comments below, and maybe we've missed some interactions with this. If we have, let us know in the comments below. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Toodaloo.